Well, the cactus cam showing you those clear skies that we've been dealing with kind of all day as those showers really pushed out early, letting things dry up as those calm winds really stuck with us for the rest of the day. Getting a good look at those temperatures across the board right now, seeing everybody hang out in those upper 80s, lower 90s right now, and that's going to continue to go up. As you can see, Ozona already touching into those mid 90s, and that's going to be the trend as we start to see triple digits potentially tomorrow with an opportunity for those late night thunderstorms. The upper level pattern kind of giving you an idea of how much of that rain or that smoke is going to be pushing out of this area. And then again, that ridging really pushing in over Texas, where we're going to start to see this low pressure system sitting over here over Nevada, Utah, where it starts to kind of reach that equilibrium point with that low pressure system sitting over there over the Great Lakes region. And that's going to snap a lot of that moisture, pulling it further east. And how strong, we're going to get a good idea of it, hopefully enough to push some of that smoke out of the region. Upper level, or the moisture tracker, really going to show you how much we can expect. We're going to see these storms really travel along this sort of corridor of moisture where it's really looking for those hotter temperatures. You're going to see the pull as that low pressure system pulls, it drops down kind of out to Nebraska, where this is kind of where we're going to see those areas of more moisture and thunderstorms, kind of what we're seeing right now in the Houston region. But it's going to keep a lot of those drier conditions pushing in from the west of the Concho Valley and keeping those storms mostly to the east of us. And we get a good idea of the frontal tracker when we were saying, hey, where are those storms going to start popping up? We're looking right along that same moisture area where you're seeing, look at the size of this arc as it pushes through. And that's going to be a lot of that moisture as it pulls it and it snaps it off to the east. And you see how large of a formation that's going to make. And that's one of the largest systems that we've seen this side before it makes its way offshore. So a lot of cold air going to be dropping down, keeping it dry, getting a good look at it, the early preview of what it's shaping up to be. You can see a lot of these storms really just staying along that barrier, that line that we're talking about. And then we get a good look at the state of Texas. You can see those storms really developing just south there of Dallas. And that's what's going to kind of continue to be the trend. And we talk about that moisture being pulled to the east. More of these storms are going to develop rapidly, and they're going to be very large in size as they move quickly southeast. As you can see, more of that dry air pushing in over the Concho Valley. And right now, just kind of those calm conditions for now. Opportunity for a late night thunderstorm tomorrow. When we talk about some of those thunderstorm ingredients that we need, definitely enough dry, hot air in the region. Right now we talk about it being dry and hot. You can see those temperatures really shooting up into the 90s, and then only going to get more hot because we're seeing those triple digits really pushing in, giving us that preview of summer going to be sitting in those triple digits. I think it's here already. Getting a good look at those dew points and humidity. Look how dry it is out there in Big Lake. Really seeing it sit down there into the 19%. So that's pretty low when you're talking about how much is it off to the east. Well, it's still on its way down. As you can see, a lot of that moisture still being pulled to the east. High-res futurecast is going to show you that those high pressure calm winds are going to stay over that region. Those clear skies going to just remain over us for the majority of the day into Friday, which when we're looking at those clouds pushing in from the west, that's what we're looking for when we're talking about, hey, those late night thunderstorms. So tonight, temperatures going to be staying on the warm side, dropping down to the upper 60s. And then tomorrow, really going to be jumping up there into those triple digits. We're going to keep our eyes on it. Remember, sunscreen, stay hydrated. And that's going to be the case as we make our way into that weekend, where we're going to continue to see those temperatures really jump up into the hundreds, with those lows staying down into the 70s, and we make our way into that second week of June, and they continue to get more hot. Stay tuned. We'll have a closer look coming up. You're watching KSAN News at 5.
Texas.